And mute everybody.
Me on it. Oh. I wanted to add it.
All right. Uh-oh. Am I? Okay, good. Welcome everybody to, oh, it's late, huh? Oh dear. Oh well. I guess that's just how it's going to be. I hope it's not too, what do you call it? Choppy for you guys or something. All right, here we go. Aha, there's a delay. That's funny. Okay, all right. On a one, and a two, and a. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you too. Hello to Neva. So glad to see you. Hello to Josie. We're so glad to see you too. Oh, I'm sorry, not Josie. Hello to a drum with silly ice cream on its head. So glad to see you too. Hello to Shay. So glad to see you. Hello to what else is around here? I didn't see. Maybe the lizards. So glad to see you too. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you. Oh, all right. That was short, but still fun. All right, here we go. I got books today. Now, unfortunately for Josie, two of them are longish, but this the only ones I could find when I was getting ready to leave or the other day. It wasn't yesterday. This is the first one I was going to read. It is called Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. And it's like an old sort of folk tale, I guess you'd call it. I think it's one of those stories that existed before there was even such of a thing as books. So let's see who wrote it or retold it right. Why mosquitoes buzz in people's ears? Uh-oh, unstable internet connection. Ooh, I hope it's not glitching out on you guys. It's a West African tale. That's the part. Africa is a whole giant continent, and it's retold by Verna Ardema, and the pictures are done by Leo and Diane Dillon. So two people did the pictures. Interesting. All right, here we go. Okay, now get ready. It's a long one. Here's the beginning right here. It starts with a iguana, I'm pretty sure. One morning, a mosquito saw an iguana drinking out a water hole. The mosquito said, "Iguana, you'll never believe what I saw yesterday." And the iguana said, "Well, tell me, maybe I will." And the mosquito said, "I saw a farmer digging yams that were almost as big as I am." "What's a mosquito compared to a yam?" snapped the iguana grumpily. So, mosquitoes aren't very big, and yams are much bigger than a mosquito, right? Put this up just a little bit. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd rather be deaf than to listen to such nonsense. So the iguana says that's not even a good thing to tell me. Like, mosquitoes are so small. And he stuck two sticks in his ears and he went off. Meck, 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 through the reeds. Meck, 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 meck. I don't know what that means. That's the sound he makes. So he put sticks in his ears so he doesn't have to listen to the mosquitoes talk about silly stuff. Oh, Calvin, you're here. Hi, Calvin. The iguana was still grumbling to himself when he happened to pass by a python. Ooh, look, there's a big long snake. I like the drawings in this book. They're pretty cool. The big snake raised his head and said, "Good morning, iguana." The iguana did not answer, but lumbered on, bobbing his head. Bottom in, bottom in. And that is because he can't hear the snake. He didn't hear the snake say anything because he got the sticks in his ears, right? Oh, who else came? And the python says, "Now won't you speak to me?" said the python to himself. "Iguana must be angry about something. I'm afraid he might be plotting some mischief against me, like he's going to do something to me, or I don't know." And he began looking for somewhere to hide. And the first place he found was a rabbit hole. And in he went, wasu wasu. No, wasu wusu, wasu wusu. I guess that's like a snake going like this. Wasu wusu, wasu wusu. And when the rabbit saw the big snake coming into her hole, she was terrified, and she scurried out through her back way and bounded quick, quick, quick across the clearing. So the rabbit got scared. First, the snake is scared of the iguana over here because he's not talking to him. Then he goes to hide. That scares the rabbit. The rabbit runs away. A crow saw the rabbit running for her life. This is a true story. When other animals see another animal running away, they're like, "Oh, something must be going on, like scary. I gotta tell everybody." So he flew the crow flew into the forest crying, "Caw, caw, caw." It was his duty to spread the alarm in case of danger. A monkey heard the crow. He was sure that some dangerous beast was prowling near, and he started screeching. So the monkey saw the crow, which is like kind of like the alarm, like, watch out, something's coming. And the monkey's like, "Oh my gosh." So the monkey starts screeching, "Eek, eek, eek, eek," or whatever they, "ooh, ooh, ah, ah." I guess that's the sound they make. And leaping killy willy through the trees to help warn the other animals. As the monkey was crashing through the treetops, he happened to land on a dead limb, a dead branch, and it broke and fell on an owl's nest, killing one of the baby owls. Oh no, I forgot about this part of the story. Got sadness in it. So one of the owls got squished. That's terrible. But it was an accident. Mother Owl was not at home, for though she usually hunted only at night, this morning she was still out searching for one more tidbit to satisfy her hungry babies. When she returned to the nest, weird feeling you guys can't hear me. I'm gonna put this over here. When she returned to the nest, she found one of them dead. Her other children told her that the monkey had killed it. All that day and all that night, she sat in her tree, so sad, so sad, so sad. Now, it was Mother Owl who woke the sun each day so that the dawn could come. In this story, this owl wakes up the sun. But this time, when she should have hooted for the sun, she did not do it. She was too sad. The night grew longer and longer. The animals of the forest knew it was lasting much too long. They feared that the sun would never come back. So here's the other animals going, "Where is the day? The day is not coming." Oh, Isabel and Sophia are here too. At last, King Lion called a meeting of the animals. They sat down, pem, 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 around a council fire. That's like a meeting. Mother Owl did not come, so the antelope was sent to fetch her. When she arrived, King Lion asked, "Mother Owl, why have you not called the sun? The night has lasted long, 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 and everyone is worried." Mother Owl said, "Monkey killed one of my owlets, and because of that, I could not bear to wake the sun." The king said to the gathered animals, "Did you hear? It was the monkey who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come." So she's telling her story. She's very angry about having a dead baby, and she said the monkey killed it like this, but that's not how it happened, right? It was an accident. When King Lion called the monkey, he came before him nervously, glancing from side to side. Rim, 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 but looking back and forth. "Monkey," said the king, "why did you kill one of the mother owl's babies?" "Oh, king," said the monkey, "it was the crow's fault. He was calling and calling to warn us of danger, and I went leaping through the trees to help. A branch broke under me and fell on the owl's nest." The king said to the council, "Oh, so it was the crow who alarmed the monkey, who then accidentally killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that day can come." So now he's saying that the King Lion is saying, "Oh, it's crow's fault." Then the king called the crow. The big bird came flapping up, and he said, King Lion, it was the rabbit's fault. I saw her running for her life in the daytime. Wasn't that reason enough to spread the alarm? Rabbits don't run around in the daytime. So it was a rabbit, says the king, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come. So they're listening, the story's getting more and more complicated. Then King Lion called the rabbit. The timid little creature stood before him, one trebling paw drawn up uncertainly. Rabbit, cried the king, why did you break a law of nature and go running in the daytime? You know you're not supposed to do that. And, oh, king, said the rabbit, it was the python's fault. I was in my house minding my own business when that big snake came in and chased me out. It's because of the snake, she's saying. The king said to the council, so it was the python who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come. They're saying it was the, snake's fault. King Lion called the python, who came slithering, wasa wusu, past the other animals. But king, he cried, it was the iguana's fault. He wouldn't speak to me, and I thought he was plotting some mischief against me. I thought he was going to do something mean to me. When I crawled into the rabbit's hole, I was only trying to hide from the iguana. And the king said to the council, so it was the iguana who frightened the python, who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come. So now they're saying, oh, it's all because of the, because of the iguana. Now the iguana was not at the meeting, for he had not even heard about the meeting, because he still had the sticks in his ears. You see what I'm saying? The antelope was sent to fetch him. All the animals laughed when they saw the iguana coming in, bottom in, with the sticks still stuck in his ears. They laughed, he looks funny. The king lion pulled out the sticks, Farouk. Then he asked, iguana, what evil have you been plotting against the python? Why were you trying to scare him like that? None at all, cried the iguana. Python is my friend. Then why wouldn't you say good morning to me, demanded the snake, if you're so friendly. I didn't hear you or even see you, said the iguana. Mosquito told me such a big lie that I couldn't bear to listen to it, so I put sticks in my ears. And the lion laughed. So that's why you had sticks in your ears. Yes, said the iguana, it was the mosquito's fault. King Lion said to the council, so it was the mosquito who annoyed the iguana, who frightened the python, who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come. So it's all because of the mosquito telling that story. Punish the mosquito, cried all the animals. It's his fault. When Mother Owl heard that, she was satisfied. She turned her head towards the east and hooted, whoo, 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 and the sun started coming up. Ooh, kind of glare on the page. Meanwhile, the mosquito had listened to the whole meeting from a nearby bush. She crept under a curly leaf stem and was never found and brought before the council. She hid. She did not go to the meeting. But because of this, the mosquito has a guilty conscience. That means they feel bad about what she did. And to this day, she goes about whining in people's ears. Zee, is everyone still angry at me? And when she does that, she gets an honest answer. Oh, there's a mosquito in someone's ears. Kapow! Squish the mosquito. Oh, man. Poor mosquito. And that is the end. And that's why mosquitoes buzz in people's ears. That's what they say. That's the reason why. Because they feel guilty. All right. That didn't go as long as I thought it would. I don't know about this third book I have today, but I'm gonna read the second one and see what happens from there. All right. This book is called Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies. And I was kind of hoping that our Henry Newsom, would be here today because, you know, his name's Henry. The guy's name in the book is Henry, but Henry's not here anyway. It doesn't matter. So Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies. Looks like a good one. And Henry is a reader in this book. He likes to read books. Oh, and this is one of those books that was given to us by a Rose Charlton student for their birthday. This little sticker, it says, this book was a gift from Sasha Otis. I remember him. He's probably like 12 now, 12 years old or so. All right, here we go. Henry and the Buccaneer Bunnies, written by Carolyn Crimmy, I think that's how you say it, and illustrated by John Manders. And it starts like this. Can you see it? Oh, kind of scooch over here a little bit. Oh, yeah. The book is kind of big. Scooch just a little bit this way. There, that's better. All right. Can you see? Yeah, like that. Okay. Cruising the seven seas on a rickety old ship called the Salty Carrot sailed a wild, rowdy band of buccaneer bunnies. So the whole ship is full of rabbits that are pirates. They were bad, bad bunnies, all right. When pirates on other ships saw their long, floppy ears and their fluffy white tails, they shook with fear. So they're scary, mean pirates. Bunnies? Bunnies don't seem scary, but anyway. The captain of the Salty Carrot was Barnacle Blackear, the baddest bunny brute of all time. Blackear was proud of his wooden paw and his golden earrings and his mean reputation. Wait, where he has a wooden paw? Maybe it's that one. Looks like regular. We'll see. What Blackear was not proud of was his son Henry. Instead of performing his proper pirating duties, Henry was more interested in reading the books that the Buccaneers stole from other ships. Oh, I see. So, that's his dad. This is Henry, and the captain is his dad. I don't know if his dad's completely black fur and he's white fur, but who knows? And Blackear says, "Shout, shiver me timbers!" Blackear ordered. And Henry says, "I'd rather finish this chapter," said Henry. He doesn't say shiver me timbers. And then his dad says, "Make this prisoner walk the plank." And Henry says, "Well, can't I just read about it?" asked Henry. "Oh, the prisoner is a dog." "Find yourself a parrot for your shoulder." "First, I need to read up on parrot care," said Henry. "I don't want to have a pet parrot before I know how to take care of it." "Buccaneer bunnies don't need books," said Blackear. Blackear. "Toss him overboard," he yelled to the other bunnies. "Oh, he's going to throw the books away. Ugh, that's not good." "No, wait," cried Henry. "Let me finish them first. Let me read the book before you throw them out." "Avast," cried Blackear. "Swab the decks until you come to your senses." Swab the decks means clean the decks, clean the floor. And so Henry swabbed the decks day after day while reading some of his favorite books, like Robinson Crusoe and 30 Days to Longer Ears. So he's mopping and reading at the same time. "But bet you can't learn how to do this from a book," Jean Lahaire said while sharpening his hook. This guy over here, he's got a hook for a hand, like lost in a sword fight, and he is sharpening the tip of his hook. And Henry Henry sighed and turned the page. "You'll never find booty like this in a book," Calico Jack Rabbit told him, holding up his stolen loot, which is his treasure, right? Gold and whatever, jewels and stuff. Henry shrugged and turned the page. Can't do this with a book in your paw, Bartholomew Bunny said while sanding his peg leg. Henry just turned another page. Wait, who has the peg leg? Oh, this guy. It's hard to see it, but he's got a wooden leg. As much as he loved books, Henry was a lonely buccaneer bunny if there was ever one. Then one morning he looked up at the red sky and wriggled his little pink nose. He heard the parrot squawk and saw fish jumping out of the water. If my books on meteorology are correct, those signs, which is true, red sky at dawn, what is it? Something, I forget, there's a saying about it. But anyway, if my books on meteorology are correct, that meteorology is like weather. Those signs mean a big storm is heading this way, he thought. Fish jumping out of the water, I didn't know that means a big storm's coming. Henry tried telling Jean Lahaire about the upcoming storm. Excuse me, he said, but I believe a storm is coming, Henry said to Jean Lahaire, this guy. But Jean was too busy polishing his pieces of 8. Got the gold coins, making them nice and shiny. Go back to your books, Henry. There's no storm. He doesn't believe him. So then Henry tried telling Calico Jack Rabbit, this big guy here, who's looking at himself in a mirror. I'm pretty sure a storm is on its way, Henry said. But Calico Jack was too busy admiring his tattoo of a cabbage. Don't bother me now, Henry. I'm looking at my tattoo. And finally, Henry cried out, batten down the hatches, a huge storm is coming, is telling his dad, who's up in the crow's nest. What do you know about storms? Black-Ear demanded. Get back to swabbing the deck before I make a shark bait out of those books of yours. Henry did as he was told, but he kept his little pink eyes on the skies. When he saw the rats abandoning the ships, that means getting off the ship, he started packing up his books in an empty treasure chest because he's like, ooh, if the rats are jumping off the ship, that's bad news. Rats don't do that unless it's really... Oh, wait, Henry is here. Henry, this guy in the book is named Henry. Probably should know that. Anyway, the storm started off small. A few low grumbles of thunder. Just some thunder. A spike of lightning. Then suddenly, there was crashing and bashing and thrashing. A wildcat of a hurricane broke loose. Ooh, those are some big waves, right? Here's the boat. And that wave's gonna crash all the way over the boat. It shook the ship. Suffering sea dogs, said all the pirates. And it mangled the masts. It broke. Oh, it's breaking the mast. That's bad news. When your masts are broke, you can't go anywhere because there's no more sails. Great blimey bilges, they said. Bilge is the bottom of the boat, I think. It slashed the sails, the storm. Oh, shoot. I keep getting this out of the picture, huh? It slashed the sails, damaged the deck, and ripped up the rickety old salty carrot. All that was left floating on the choppy waters were a bunch of soggy bunnies and Henry's treasure chest filled with books. So they're all just floating around in the water because the ship totally broke into pieces. When the storm finally calmed down, Black-Ear, Henry, and the rest of the buccaneers paddled to the nearest island. We're ruined! Look, he's crying. He's like, we're ruined, wailed Black-Ear. No ship, no pieces of 8, no gems, no jewels. He sat in the sand and blubbered like a lily-livered landlubber. Excuse me. So he's like very sad and just like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But Henry got to work. So he's grabbing his chest full of books and he's gonna do something. Oh, 10-minute warning. Click. All right. The first thing he did was build a 2-story hut, so upstairs and downstairs, out of palm fronds and coconuts. Palm fronds and coconuts, I tell you. He looks like he used some palm trees too, but anyway. And Black-Ear looks at him and he says, how would you learn to do that? Build a house out of palm fronds. And Henry says, oh, I read it in 101 Things to Do with Palm Fronds and Coconuts, replied Henry. So he learned how to build a house from a book, which you can actually do. Next, Henry built a fire and cooked up a tasty seaweed stew. So I don't know how tasty seaweed stew is, but there it is, green. He's cooking it. And blimey, said the hungry bunnies. Where did you learn that to make a food just from seaweed? Or stew, I mean. I found the recipe in Quick and Easy Meals for Marooned Pirates, said Henry. So there's another book he was reading about. It's like a recipe book. And marooned means you got stuck on an island on accident and you can't get off because your boat is broken. Then he made them all fetching garments, that means fancy clothes, from the bits and pieces that he salvaged from the shipwreck. So I guess he went back to the boat and got some fabric, and then he made all these outfits, which are very fancy, especially this one over here. Look at that, with the hat and the braids, coat, and we look like gentle bunnies, we do, says this pirate. And the other pirate says, what swank swashbucklers we are. Swank means good looking, fancy, I guess. Arr, and it's all from them land-loving books, said Blackear, shaking his head. I can't believe you could do all these things from just a book. And he's very fancy too, huh? Let's see, Henry taught Blackear and the Buccaneer bunnies all kinds of useful things on the island, like how to plant carrots. Starts growing carrots from, I don't know where he got the seeds, but, and he also showed them how to make the best sand castles. And he even showed them how to build boats out of palm fronds. And soon they built a new ship, which kind of looks like the Kon-Tiki. And they sailed the ship to the library at the nearby Easter Islands every summer. Here the bunnies spent many happy hours slurping seaweed stew and reading books. Aye, Buccaneer bunnies will always need books, said Blackear, and Henry just smiled and turned the page. Oh, it looks like they stayed at that island where they built the house. And that is the end. Yay for Henry. All right, we still have some more time, but I don't have enough time for my third book because it's just too long. But maybe I'll read it tomorrow. It's called Thank You, Brother Bear. And it's a very long tale about this kid. And I forget what the bear does for him, but that's a big bear, right? But so tomorrow, guys, tomorrow. And let's see. I think I have time for like an extra song plus the goodbye song. And I see there's more kids here now, so let me write down their names when we do the goodbye song. Let's see. Calvin came, and Isabella and Sophia came, and Henry came, right? And Henry. And Henry, you're Elliot today? What's up with that? You don't look like Elliot. It looks like Henry. All right. Let's see. What's what kind of? Oh, you guys want to sing maybe Mr. Sun? Oh, I forgot. Let me unmute you all, or ask you.
I know how to unmute my
Oh, you already know. Yeah. You guys are getting really good at this.
See that little microphone? That's how you unmute yourself.
Yeah, I know. But I swear, I used to be able to unmute you guys, but now I can only ask you to unmute. Why? I can't figure that one out.
Hello.
Like
Hello, Teacher Garrett.
Hello, everybody. All right. All right. Do you guys want to do Mr. Sun or a different song for the extra song?
Different song.
What's the different one? Which one?
Maybe we'll have to do this one tomorrow. It's pretty long.
Which one?
It's my favorite. The butter. My favorite is the butter song. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's what it's blowing up.
We could try the butter song really fast. Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, we're gonna take over this thing. It's gonna be a great scene. When we take over this thing, we're gonna push it really high. You might even touch the sky. eyes are gonna get wide when you take over the swing. Change over, we're gonna change over, we're gonna change over the swings. Gonna take over the swings. Gonna take over the swings. Gonna take over the swings. Butter, 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 butter. Put it on my toast. Put it on my pancakes. Put it on my cupcake. Put it on my candy.
Underwear.
Put it on my underwear. What? Put it on my
Banana.
Oh my, who said one?
My banana.
On my bananas. Put it on my nose. Put it on my On my what?
Put it on my unicorn.
Put it on my unicorn. Put it on my skateboard. Put it on my bike.
TV.
What do you say?
TV.
Put it on my TV. Put it
Put
on
it on your computer. Put it on your computer. Oh, Paul, put it on my picture frame.
on my picture. What do you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, on my picture frame.
Oh, put it on my picture frame. Put it on my table. Put it on my hat.
Put it on my.
Did someone say hat?
I have some. Put it on your computer.
Okay, put it on my computer. Put it on my car.
I can do. Put it on my tongue.
On my son? Josie, you said on your son? On my son? Put it on my son.
On my tongue. No, on my tongue. On my tongue.
Butter. Butter. Butter.
I was gonna say, put it on your butter.
Okay, straight to the goodbye song. I'm late. I gotta do goodbye song super fast. I might not have time to say goodbye, guys. I have less than a minute. Ready? Bye. Well, goodbye, 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 we'll be real soon. Goodbye, Josie, goodbye, Josie, goodbye, Josie, we'll be real soon. Goodbye, 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 we'll be real soon. Goodbye, Henry, goodbye, Henry, goodbye, Henry, we'll see you real soon. Goodbye, Isabella, goodbye, Isabella, goodbye, Isabella, see you real soon. Goodbye, Calvin, goodbye, Calvin, goodbye, Calvin, we'll see you real soon.
Bye, Calvin.
Goodbye, Shay, goodbye, Shay, goodbye, Shay, we'll see you real soon. I made it, yay! Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you.
Bye.
I miss you. Hopefully, we'll be back soon as well. Bye, guys. Have a fun Tuesday.
Bye. Can I push the leave button?